But with that being said, we're move on to the next segment. I'll be sharing my list of NBA teams that have impressed me so far this NBA season. So the NBA season is well underway. We're in the midst of teams playing their first 12 to 15 ball games. These are the following teams that have impressed me so far this NBA season. So starting off the Cleveland Cavaliers have caught my eye. They have caught my attention as being one of the most impressive teams this NBA season. They find themselves at 12-0, the only undefeated team this early in the NBA season. Now, I've been saying this for the past 2 to 3 seasons that the Cleveland Cavaliers will eventually get it together. They'll eventually start rolling. I called them my best kept secret in the Eastern Conference a few years ago in this podcast. They're getting better. You've seen them go to the second round of the playoffs last year against a losing effort against the Boston Celtics. But now this team is putting it together. They're 12-0. They're starting to show that they could be a true legitimate threat in the Eastern Conference. Now, offensively, they're playing really well basketball, unselfish basketball, great ball movement. Evan Mobley is impressing me. I think he has the potential of being a really good two-way player, and he's on my list of players. He has my vote actually to win most improved player this NBA season. And I gotta say, if the core of Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, and the bigs of Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley, and their rotation continues to play this well, do their jobs, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers could be a real threat in the Eastern Conference to go on a big run this NBA season. They have impressed me so much thus far this NBA season. Now, next is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, OKC is in the conversation for being one of the best teams in the Western Conference thus far. They're off to a really hot start. Now, the only stinker to this early in the NBA season, even though Chet Holmgren is out due to a wing fracture that he's going to miss time for the next 8 to 10 weeks, I think this OKC team is still going to be the top 4, top 3, top 2, top 1 team in the Western Conference. They're a well-balanced team. They play well on both sides of the ball. They play hard. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to have to step up, and I think he will step up big with Chet Holmgren being on the sidelines, and this could push for him early, the narrative early for him to win his first MVP award. And he shined big against the Clippers. They picked up a big win yesterday at home against the Clippers, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander put together a really good performance. He had 45 points, 9 assists, 5 steals, and shot 61% from the field. So he had a pretty good night last night in the basketball world playing against the Clippers. But I do believe that they have been one of the most impressive teams this NBA season. Now, last but not least, the Golden State Warriors have done a great job impressing me this NBA season. I mean, the Warriors have started off really well. They're off to a hot start. As I record this segment, they are 8-2. They're proving that they don't really need Klay Thompson to be a legitimate team this NBA season. They're going to do it with their guys. They still got guys that have led the way of Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Steve Kerr. They got that championship experience, and they're going to spread it out to the rest of the youth. So their rotation of players like Buddy Hield, Jonathan Kuminga, yes. Gary Payton and Kyle Anderson, they're a great core out there for the Golden State Warriors. And Steve Kerr actually has this team playing elite defense. They're sitting down, clamping down on players on the defensive side of the ball. They blitz well. I actually think if they continue this, Steve Kerr can win Coach of the Year this year with the Golden State Warriors. So those are the 3 teams that have impressed me the most thus far this early in the NBA season.